happiest I have ever been in my entire life. Hi, I'm Debbie,
And I'm Audrey.
and we are the
Question Queens. We're still working that part out. Do I need a hair color? I think I need some color. Okay.
I just did my hair. I just colored my hair.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what?
What?
Color my hair. Hold on. You see that? Do you see this
What
little?
are
Oh,
you
you
looking
don't have your glasses on.
at? Okay, let me see.
Do you
Yes.
see this?
Yep.
Totally missed it. What the flip?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching this video. We know you could watch 82 bazillion other ones, and you're joining us, and we really appreciate
I
you.
do appreciate that.
Definitely hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and hit the like button and share with your friends. And today's video is a great question. A great question. It's so great.
Oh Lord, don't oversell it.
Well, it really is. I'm excited.
Okay, let's hear it.
What pivotal decision or change in your life made you the happiest you've ever been?
Hmm.
I didn't oversell it, did I? That's a great question.
That's a great question. And
It's
I
a
know,
great question.
and as luck would have it for you, this is something I've been thinking a lot about lately.
Really?
Yes.
Switching from Pizza Hut to Domino's. No, that's not it.
Nope, not even close.
Okay. Do you have yours? Because I have mine.
Go ahead and tell yours while I try to
Okay.
remember maybe if I have an exact moment or not.
This was after a very hard breakup. I was with a guy for several years, and we'll just call him New York. And we split up. He cheated on me because he's that, well, whatever. It's not the point. And
She's moved on.
I've so moved on. I don't have to call him names. But anyway, uh, there's some movie, and I can't remember what it was, but I watched it, and oh, Runaway Bride. And he asked how she likes her eggs. And then every guy that asks her this, she's like, oh, whatever you like. And she didn't know what eggs she liked. She just automatically said, oh, whatever you're having is fine. So I took that one little thing, and I don't know if you call it an identity or really becoming, I call it my journey to becoming self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
And I started questioning everything. This was like 10 years ago. And I mean, everything, every decision I made, down to what clothes I wore, the necklace I had on, what time I got up in the morning, what food that I made, and every response to anybody during any interaction. Is that how I wanted to actually handle it? Did I say what I really wanted to say? If I didn't say what I wanted to say, why didn't I? What kept me from doing it? And I really kind of studied myself inward.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell you, having that perspective and learning who you are and what you like and what you don't like and who you want to be, and not for anybody else, but just yourself. It was like opening the world that I had never lived in. And everything was not reactive, it was proactive. And living that kind of life, it really is freeing. And it's made me the happiest I have ever been in my entire life. And I don't have to second guess anything, I don't have to question anything. I still do every once in a while when I just check myself, but living that kind of life, it really is freeing. And it's made me the happiest I have ever been in my entire life. And I don't have to second guess anything. I don't have to question anything. I still do every once in a while when I just check myself, but I am so comfortable in my skin and so comfortable with my choices that I don't answer to anybody or anything except me.
Mm-hmm.
And I still don't have my boundaries in place, like with some people, but
Process.
it's always going to be a work in progress. All right, so that's my answer. And definitely leave a comment. What pivotal moment in your life has made you the happiest? Could be having a baby. That's very, very, like, that's so life changing.
Yeah. I will say probably, ooh, The if the question is what has made me the happiest, then I would say that my answer has to be, and you're gonna hate this answer. Happiness is a construct of the devil.
What in the world? What? Who are you? What are you talking about? This is why we're doing this channel right here, right there. That I don't even know what she's talking about, but that answer right there. And I hope like your ears are
Because
popping or
happiness
something.
is a construct of the devil because
Oh my God.
whatever God
Who
created,
says that?
whatever God made, the devil made a copy. And so
What? Hold on. What? I gotta
whatever
follow you.
everything God made, the devil made a copy.
Okay.
So what God wants for us is joy. And joy comes from a relationship with God and obedience. Happiness comes from chasing your pleasures. And so when I realized that, and I didn't make that up, that's no deep thought out of my come from my shower. That's a sermon I heard. But that's a pivotal moment for me because that is when I thought it's not, I don't want to chase happiness. I want to be at peace. I want to feel joy. And so it's not what made me the happiest. I don't know. I'm not chasing that. But recognizing that there is a pursuit for happiness that leads to a lot of trouble is part of my journey, I will say.
That's
And then
very interesting.
I know
I don't know how you're tying that into the devil,
because people ruin their lives chasing happiness.
but they also live the best life chasing happiness. I mean, you can't just like it's
Oh,
not. Yeah. Yes, they do.
okay.
If you meet the love of your life and you get married to him and have children, you're happy. You've chased that.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
I think that's the
But
devil.
sometimes they're bad days.
Well, yeah, I
So,
think
so joy is a higher good than happiness. Would you agree with that?
I do agree with that. And I would also tag on to what you were saying because I agree with you on this. Happiness is not a constant state and it cannot be. And
Right.
you can't have that expectation. The joy that you have, like if you know you're a Christian or you have religious or whatever, and you're what do they call? What's another word for it? Superior, higher being, higher.
Your higher power?
Yeah, whatever it is. I'm just gonna say God because I believe in God.
That's right.
So that gives you peace and contentment. But I don't think that we are of human flesh. So we do have human needs. We're made to have human needs. So when God intended us to be with the opposite sex, oh gosh, I'm really religion, sex, gender. We're anything else we want to hit on here? Any politics we want to throw in here?
No,
Because
not today.
pretty much nailed all of them that we're not supposed to talk about. But I think that since we're made to want a husband or want a wife and want most of us and have a family and procreate, that can give you happiness. I think that you can, but it's not going to be happy all the time.
That's what I was gonna say. It doesn't. It gives you
It's
a
not.
fleeting sense of satisfaction that is fleeting, and then you have to deal with the disappointment, and it's not what you thought it was gonna be, and there's bad days and all that stuff. And so,
Well, let me ask you this then. So, what do you think about happiness being a choice? Why am I happy? I am happy all the time.
part of that is probably chemical. But
I am not on drugs.
that's originally where I thought I was going to go with this, is
Oh
that
my
it is
gosh.
a choice.
You almost made me choke to death and die. I'm just gonna say, almost died.
Okay, so now I'm going to pause. I'm going to go to what my original answer was going to be,
Hmm.
which was that I was a very uptight child.
What
I
do you
was
mean by uptight?
huh?
What do you mean by uptight?
I was very concerned with right and
Right and
being,
wrong.
and I would rather never speak to somebody again than apologize. That's the way I was
What?
when I was a kid, and even as a young adult.
How do
Was
you know
not.
that?
I know you didn't, because you were there when I transformed. Part of the way that transformation happened for me, because it started in college when I got a C and cried all the way back down campus. But
Aw.
part of this transformation was me realizing that there's no possible way I can know everything.
So
No matter how hard
how
I
did you come
try.
to that? Because of the C?
The C was part of it, was
Mhm.
that, like, so part of the university experience for me was to know that I can't know everything. So if I can't know
Great
everything,
epiphany.
then there's clearly going to be things that I don't know. And I need to be okay with that. And then the next chapter in that book of self-awareness was, or I don't know if it's the next one, but definitely another one, was
Mhm.
working at Scrub City. Man, we screwed things up all the time. I had to apologize all the time. Half of my job
I
was
think it was
apologizing.
like 50% of the time.
Yes, half my job was apologizing for things. And I still, at that point in my life, I still hated it. So at that point in my life, I learned
Oh,
how
hold
to
on.
say,
Why did you hate it so much?
because I don't want to be wrong.
Why?
It didn't go with who I was.
But
It did.
like, it's, nobody wants to be wrong, but to the extreme
It
that
was,
you felt,
I don't know
I'm,
why that was like that. I don't know if it
I'm
was just the
wondering.
firstborn thing. Firstborns are more like that. But I don't know exactly. It's just who I was.
I
Okay.
don't know. I'm just wondering, like, I mean, it might have been something happened when you were younger, like you got
Maybe,
scolded for doing something wrong,
maybe.
and
But
you
I
just
didn't
don't
do
even
much
know.
wrong. I did not do much wrong.
I'm talking like when you were 2,
I don't know.
and
I
you
don't know.
didn't like that, and
I said
I
that
don't
ain't
know.
gonna happen again. And so, okay, so let me talk
I
about scripture.
we'll actually make another video after she finishes her therapy, and we figure out like why she hated it so much.
So we're talking about how I moved on. So
Yeah,
around the time of Scrub City, I had to apologize all the time because people's orders were always messed up.
right,
And so, or they ordered the wrong thing or whatever. And so
right.
then I learned how to say, I'm very sorry that you're upset. And I used that one for a long time
That's a good one.
because I have not apologized for anything.
I
You
really
see
want
what
to
I did
talk.
there?
Yes, oh yeah, I got. Um, I
I
really
used
want to.
that one. I used that one for a long time.
I really want to tell that story. My dad's gonna watch. My dad, but I'm gonna tell
Hi,
the story.
Dad.
I am gonna tell it, and I know this is on apologies now, but okay. So I'm down at my dad's in Florida, and unfortunately, my stepmom, his wife, passed away, and it was a really rough time. But I stayed on, just hanging out with him because he turned 80. It's and lived alone a long time. But anyway, so I'm gonna go to the store, and he says, "Go get some. I need some milk, organic." Okay, so I go to the store, and then I realize I don't know which kind. Does he want skim milk, 2% or D? And I'm like, here, go right in the middle because it's kind of a, could be close to D, could be close to skim, whatever. I should have just called him, but I didn't. So I
Because in
just
your
get the one.
mind, it doesn't really matter. It's just milk. We're gonna dump it
This
on
is
cereal. It'll
milk.
be good in 2 days.
Right. Yeah. So I get home. I mean, you would have thought I did the worst thing imaginable. I can't believe you didn't like this wrong milk, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll go. Fine, I'll go get the other milk. And it was a very tense moment. I was mad.
Mhm.
So I go and check the milk. It's the D milk, by the way. I'll probably never forget
Did
that
not
one.
guess that.
Go back to Walmart, take the milk back, get the other one, come back. And when I walk in, my dad says, "Now, sugar, I'm sorry you got the wrong milk."
Mhm. Yeah, your daddy knows my pain. You don't understand, but your daddy does.
Yes. I've never had anybody apologize to me like that,
Yes.
ever. I'm sorry you got the wrong
Yeah.
milk. I'm sorry that you screwed up so bad.
Yes.
I just think that I've never said that to anybody.
I bet
Ever.
he understands what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sure he
Hi,
does.
Daddy.
Hi, Dad. Love you. Um,
Uh-huh.
a side note, Dad's doing so much better and he's moving here, so it's good. All right. Well, anyway, so I already forgot to
So
talk.
the point that I was making was that so I figured out that I wasn't going to know everything. I got really good at apologizing because I figured out that people like your dad's reaction, people that were in my life, their reaction, you steal their thunder. If you just march right in and say, "Hey, I'm sorry I screwed this up. It's all messed up. Here's my plan to fix it." They never really scold you. And so
I still think this is tied to you being scolded for something.
it might be. I don't know. My mom's not a big scolder. I don't think my dad
I
was.
know she's really
I think
not.
it's me. I really think it's something in me.
Sorry.
But all of that, I think, led me on this. So today, I would say, if you ask me what pivotal moment made me the happiest, it's that now I can openly and clearly say I choose joy. I choose to look at things in a positive light. When I catch a red light, I think, well, maybe the guy behind me was going home to beat his wife and he just needed 15 seconds to
I'm
chill out.
telling you, that is the get out of jail free card.
It really is. And I show the world gratitude when I make the green light. I say, thank you, green light. I am grateful.
You
for-
don't let anything come in to your bubble
Nope.
and in a negative light.
I
Now,
protect my peace.
I am like that all the time. I've always been that way. You know, I remember one time I was driving and it was Madison or Allison, one of them were in the car, and this guy was going really slow, but I could not get out, but he just kept creeping. And I'm like, dude, are you gonna go or are you just not or what? And I didn't say anything. And Madison, I think it was Madison. And she goes, okay, Mama, I'm sure you're thinking only got one leg and he was in the Vietnam War and whatever, and that's why he's going so slow. But could you please go around to him because I've got to get to whatever it was? And I laughed so hard. Like, yeah, but that's the way I look at it. And then when people are driving really fast,
Mhm.
maybe they're on their way to the hospital to see their
Yep.
mother for the very last time.
You
Or
can always
what?
tell my boys maybe they got to poop.
That's right. Hey, all right, well,
Like that. Now I'm going to cuss. Feel free to beat this if you feel it's necessary. But
beep.
one of my boys one time we're driving on 60, which is pretty much just a straight shot, and I'm driving as fast as I'm comfortable driving, and people are passing me. And one of my sons, who recently had gotten his license, says, "How do you stand that?" And I said, "Stand what?" And he said, "All those people passing you." I said, "I don't give a fuck about them. I'm driving this car."
What did he say?
He's like, "I don't see how you stand that." I say, "Yeah, I'm not in competition with them."
That is the difference between the get out of jail free card and not.
Right.
It really is. That is perfect example that you are imprisoned by other people's actions, and
When I just let that go and let those people be themselves and not
yeah,
worry about, and it really comes down to being able to be the happy, joyful people that you and I are, comes from, we don't need external validation. I don't need
no.
somebody else in another car telling me that my driving's okay.
I used to.
I'm good.
I used to when I was a teenager, around that time. But no,
You
not.
grow
I
out
mean,
of it.
I am so firm in what I believe, who I am, and I don't have it all together, and I don't have it all right, and I know that, but that's okay because I'm perfectly happy with it.
And it's also possible that I've gone too far the other way. I'm sure there's somebody watching this video that's thinking, why don't she put some mascara on? I lost it. That's a different video.
Go on your journey of self-awareness, like I did. It was
That's
great.
Let us know how it goes.
Yeah, and let us know what your pivotal moment was. What made you like totally happy? But anyway, all right. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Hit the subscribe button and the like button and whatever other button you want to find. Hit all the buttons. No, I just kidding.
Your
See?
IT department will not appreciate that.
I even had a necklace. Do you remember my
Hmm.
happy necklace?
Yes, you
It
got me
says,
one.
I really miss my happy necklace. I'm going to go find one after we stop doing this. I'm going to go find one on the internet. The interwebs. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Share with your friends, and we will see you soon.